was nothing. And then, turtles! That's not exactly how it went, but you get the point. Turtles have been on this earth for thousands of years, giving rise to big ones, small ones, blocky ones, aggressive ones, bitey boys, and more. One family of turtles in particular that stand out against the rest is rather prehistoric looking Platysternidians. You can tell just how much care and time went into the design process of these guys. Someone must have had some sort of sick and twisted idea of perfection, because this group of turtles has been described as an assemblage of poorly sized turtle parts, as if limbs were haphazardly taken out of the bin and then slapped together like Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein's turtle monster! Some obviously visible characteristics of the family include an oversized triangular shaped head, large horny scoots on the tops and sides of their heads, and wide sharp beaks. Those are just the synapomorphies describing their heads. Their shells are probably the most normal looking thing about them, as they are flat and rectangular in shape. If you ever saw one in the wild, you would likely wonder if this is even supposed to be a turtle. There is nothing to applaud but the series of G's, T's, A's, and C's that compose the genetic makeup of this turtle, which gives rise to its beautiful and namesake large head. When you think of a turtle, you probably think of their ability to tuck their heads in their shells. Well, the heads of the Platysternidians, or big-headed turtle, are literally so big they cannot retract it into their shells. Isn't that the whole point of having a shell? This creature is so different from all other turtle families that there is only one genus and species, Platysternon megacephalum. There are, however, 5 subspecies currently recognized. These include P. m. megacephalum, P. m. pegnuesi, P. m. shuii, P. m. vogelii, and P. m. tristernalis. Subspecies P. m. vogelii and P. m. tristernalis are debated because they do not have defining characteristics definite enough to consistently differentiate between the two subspecies and may be invalid. The main difference between these subspecies are shell pattern, head shape, color, and range. This turtle's habitat expands throughout much of Southeast Asia. It can be found as far southwest as Thailand and as far northeast as China. There is not much overlap when it comes to the habitat and ranges of these subspecies. These shell-shocking cryptids have startled residents of Cambodia, China, Laos, Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam. Imagine going for a calm walk at night and seeing this staring back at you. Despite living in fast-moving streams, these turtles are known for the innate ability to drown. Although developed to thrive in aquatic ecosystems, their adaptations don't necessarily reflect that. Instead of developing the ability to be strong swimmers, they evolved to literally cling to rocks to resist the rapids of the rivers they live in. They would die in a wide river with no rocks or vegetation. They would get swept away in the current and then drown. They spend most of their days buried under rocks to avoid this and only exit these crevices at night to hunt. Their extra strong tails, like a kangaroo, allow them to climb over large rocks and get out of the water. With this special grip strength, big-headed turtles have been known to climb vegetation such as large shrubs and trees. Why, you may ask? We can only guess it's for a reason beyond our comprehension. That, or food. Platysternidians are carnivorous species that mostly prey upon various types of fish and snails. But they've been described as the great white shark of Asian mountain streams, and they'll eat anything their grubby little mitts can get their hands on. Their hunting grounds include stream bottoms and the sides of those streams they live in. When you look as good as a Platysternidian, it can be hard to go about your day without turning heads, especially humans. This unique creature is becoming more and more rare. There's been a 90% decline in the population in the last 90 years, which has gotten them listed as critically endangered. Reasons for this include both consumption and pet trade, as they get snatched out of the rivers by humans. The overcollection of this animal has made it hard for scientists to study and understand their natural history. As weird as they are, they deserve to live their weird, peaceful lives, climbing trees, eating snails, and clinging onto rocks for dear life.